Malcolm Gladwell, The Tipping Point, How Little Things Can Make a Big Difference. Embark on a captivating journey through The Tipping Point, How Little Things Can Make a Big Difference by Malcolm Gladwell, where you'll discover how minor factors can give rise to large-scale transformations. In this book summary, you'll explore the intriguing concept of the tipping point, the moment a trend suddenly turns into an epidemic and spreads with incredible speed. Learn about the 80-20 rule, revealing how a small minority influenced the majority of outcomes, and the key players essential for igniting social epidemics: connectors, salesmen, and mavens. Delve into the importance of ideas that stick, the significant role of external circumstances, and the power of small changes in fostering social epidemics.
The Tipping Point Unveiled. The tipping point is the point at which a trend turns into an epidemic, and it is represented by a sharp growth curve. The book discusses the phenomenon with examples such as the sharp increase in sales of Sharp's fax machine. The tipping point marks the fundamental change responsible for the spreading of the trend like wildfire, and it is only an epidemic once the threshold is crossed. The 80-20 rule, key players in societal outcomes. In many groups, about 20% of the people affect 80% of the outcome. This phenomenon, known as the 80-20 rule, applies to work performance, crimes, accidents, beer consumption, and virus epidemics. The rapid spread of AIDS in the US, for example, can be traced back to one flight attendant who had sex with over 2,500 people. Key people with special social connections or a remarkable personality often play a role in sparking social epidemics. Understanding the 80-20 rule can help identify and manage influential players in societal outcomes. The power of connectors. Connectors are individuals who have vast social networks and many weak ties. They are the nodal points of social networks and idea propagators. Contacts that transcend social milieus are especially important when it comes to spreading ideas and epidemics. In a social experiment, scientists found out that every person in the world is connected to everyone else through just a few people, and crossing the borders of milieus generally occurs by way of a small group of particularly well-connected individuals. Connectors with networks made up of people from different social groups are vital to the emergence of epidemics. Ideas spread particularly fast with connectors, or people with a vast social network. Anyone who wants to spread an idea by word of mouth would, therefore, do well to focus on these connectors because they are the ones who can set off social epidemics. Salesmanship. Natural-born salespeople possess attributes like positivity, energy, and enthusiasm that aid them to persuade others. Exceptional salespeople stand out from others principally in their nonverbal communication. They can read the flow of a conversation and create an atmosphere of trust with ease, resulting in the establishment of intimacy rapidly. A synchronization occurs through their nonverbal communication, and they lead others to follow them. These people tend to be vocal about their emotions and express them exceptionally well, thereby changing the behavior of others. Salespeople have the power to change behaviors on the inside by influencing them from the outside, making them ideal to propagate ideas. The power of the Maven. The Maven is a highly knowledgeable individual that plays a critical role in the spread of social epidemics. They possess two main characteristics: an extensive knowledge of various topics and social skills. They continuously assimilate information, particularly about new trends and specific products, and frequently share this knowledge with others. While their network may not be exceptionally large, they hold a significant influence due to their insider knowledge. Mavens are communicative, socially motivated, and they recommend products or services they are confident about to their friends and acquaintances, who follow these recommendations. Mavens are the key to spreading information and ideas through any network. Making your idea stick. In order to spread an idea, it first has to stick. To do this, the message must be appealing and distinctive. Small details, such as an intentional grammatical error in the Winston cigarette slogan, can make all the difference in getting an idea to stick. Sesame Street's success was attributed to bringing the Muppets into the real scenes, which made it more appealing to its audience. By making these small but crucial changes, an idea can stick and attract a wider audience. The impact of external circumstances on our behavior. Our behavior is heavily influenced by external factors more than we think. Even the slightest changes can significantly affect the way we react in different situations. A study conducted on students showed that those who were told not to be late for a lecture were less likely to offer help to a man who collapsed compared to those who were informed they had sufficient time. The Stanford prison experiment that took place for 2 weeks with healthy men assigned as either guards or prisoners, turned out to be a disaster as the guards began to mistreat the prisoners cruelly. The roles the participants were assigned to created a distinct effect on their behavior, leading to emotional instability in some of the prisoners. The experiment had to be stopped after just 6 days. The book emphasizes the need to understand and acknowledge how external circumstances overwhelming impact our behavior. Small changes, big impacts. The emergence of social epidemics is dependent on external factors that can be triggered by small changes. For instance, the staggering crime rate in mid-1990s New York City was reversed by focusing on seemingly trivial details like removing graffiti and punishing fare evasion. Such interventions made it clear to the public that reckless behavior was no longer acceptable. Similarly, the rule of 150 suggests that groups beyond this number lack the dynamic to create contagious messages. By keeping groups small, such as clubs, companies, or schools, they can become incubators for social epidemics. In summary, even the smallest changes in context can have a significant impact on the emergence or reversal of an epidemic.
Having traversed the crucial aspects of the tipping point, you'll now be equipped with a deeper understanding of how seemingly insignificant factors can result in massive shifts. The book illuminates how the tipping point causes trends to accelerate suddenly and turn into social epidemics. To achieve this, the roles of connectors, salesmen, and mavens are indispensable. Uncover the 80-20 rule's profound influence on society, and the need for ideas to stick and adapt to their environment to ensure their spread. Appreciate the tremendous impact external circumstances and small changes can have on our behavior and the makings of an epidemic. Armed with this newfound knowledge, you can better identify and leverage these elusive tipping points in various aspects of life.